Hey everybody, this is Josh, and here we are for Game 3 in a best-of-7 series being played between coL.CatZ. He is the yellow Zerg up here on the top spawn of Terminus Re. Way over here on the left side of the map we have RGN.Perfect. RGN, of course, stands for Rain. They are a brand new team, sort of, made up of not-so-brand new people. They have a sort of gathering of former VT and former Root players combining to create Team Rain. They have Kiwi, Slush, Faith, Perfect, Spades, and Future. As far as I know, I think they may have one or two other players. Oh yeah, Rain Phoenix, formerly Phoenix Wera, is actually on Team Rain now, so they do have a Korean player, which is pretty cool. And if you don't know what you're watching, this is the V Week 20. We've been trying to keep it as regular as possible, but Week 20 is upon us. CatZ is the current champion. Perfect is the challenger. The score right now is 1-1. The V is hosted by Complexity Gaming at CoL.CatZ.com, sponsored by Creative Sound Blaster, PNY, and QPadUSA.com, and cast by me. I'm Josh Suth, aka AskJoshy, on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.com/AskJoshy. Please check out all my stuff after the cast, but right now, we're knee-deep in a sweet best-of-7 series for $100 between coL.CatZ and RGN.Perfect. That second game, Perfect did a Nexus first 9-gate attack on Tal'Darim Altar. I have never seen that, and it did not quite work out for him. CatZ made enough Spine Crawlers and enough Roaches quickly enough to stay alive. That was just crazy, but Perfect did manage to steal that first game on Crossfire with some quick Void Rays and Colossi. CatZ made a couple of little mistakes, but looks like he is sort of gathering himself here to try and fight his way back and take some wins against RGN.Perfect. Perfect already doing some scouting, probably a good thing. This is one of the largest maps in any map pool, GSL or otherwise, so it's a good thing that he wants to find his opponent as quickly as possible. CatZ already has a drone inside of Perfect space, and he's going to do an extractor here on Rain Perfect's second gas, so he cannot tech up very quickly, but, you know, he can cancel that eventually. And actually, no, he can't. I mean, he could cancel it, but I don't think he's going to. I think Perfect is just going to have to kill it off eventually. But this is going to allow CatZ to see all the chrono boosts on the Nexus, the probe count. It's going to prevent Perfect from taking the second gas and teching up quickly, so it's doing a number of things there to benefit CatZ. CatZ is getting a hatchery up here at his natural pretty quickly, pretty safe move. You'll notice this is the version of Terminus Re with destructible rocks here, so that this third base is not just a sort of island or peninsula like it used to be. There are destructible debris here for Perfect to try and attack and get into this third base if CatZ does try to take it quickly. But back at home, he's got this single extractor, probably going to be pulling those drones off again once he has enough for his Zergling speed. Perfect already hacking away at this extractor. Obviously, he wants access to that as fast as he can. Back in his gateway, just warping out a single Stalker now. Not sure what he's actually planning out for this game. In the first two games, it was pretty obvious what his plans were. One was a super fast Nexus. Wow, look at this little Zergling hologram. I've never seen that before. That was weird. What is that? What is that? That's not a building. Oh, it's DNA strands. Cool. Anyway, sorry I got sidetracked, distracted by shiny things. Totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Perfect. He went for that fast Stargate in the first game, got Void Rays out, and they were pretty effective. Second game, he just got 9 gates. Another strategy I'm not too familiar with, but now it looks like he is going to be expanding pretty quickly off of just 1 gate. Kind of an interesting choice, but CatZ is a very good macro player. He does do Roach Rush all-ins every once in a while, but it doesn't look like he's planning that this time around. He does have a Roach Warren coming up, but it's just, you know, typical 2-base timings here. We'll see if he does end up taking that third base at any point. Perfect does have 2 more gateways coming up now that will put him up to 3, just trying to complete this wall off, I'm sure. Not sure exactly what's going to be plopped down here. Maybe a Forge could be useful. Supply depot being hacked to tiny little pieces. I'm not sure why he's so angry at the supply depot. It really isn't preventing him from doing very much, but that's just a feature that MLG and GSL have implemented, so you can't totally wall off your opponent's ramp and keep them trapped inside of their base. It makes cannon rushes a little difficult to deal with, so they added those little fake supply depots to each player's main. We got some probes transferring here, and Perfect is going to try and saturate this as quickly as he can. Where's Space Shark? No, there's no Space Shark on this map. Don't mess with me, Blade Mage. You know how I feel about Space Shark. CatZ still working off of just 1 gas. He does have his Zergling speed completed. 4 Zerglings coming in here and chomping down this pylon as fast as he can. Looks like he's not going to get it in time to unpower this forge and this gateway that's coming up. He's actually not going to kill the pylon at all because there are enough range units here to defend against that, but there are a lot of speedlings here for KatZ, and he's still sending more. Oh, actually, first round of roaches coming as well. Actually, he may be doing that very strong roach timing here. The next round of larva injects, if he builds nothing but roaches and no drones, we'll know that he is essentially all in, and that is actually a very difficult build to deal with for what Perfect has done with that quicker Nexus instead of a 4-gate or a Stargate or something like that. So looks like the build order sort of rock, paper, scissors is actually favoring KatZ if he continues with it. Yeah, more roaches coming out now. No drones at all, no overlords, anything like that. There's no cannon here, so the roaches actually have perfect range to attack all of these pylons without getting hit back by any stalkers or sentries. This pylon in the front, of course, is exposed as well. KatZ can actually micro back. He really wants to kill that pylon. Actually, might not want to kill the pylon because that just allows zealots to get out even easier to come kill these roaches, but he does finish off the pylon. These gateways, unfortunately, are still powered. He's going to need to get this one in the back if he's going to finish off Perfect here. Oh, sentry exposed. It looks like the roaches and lings are able to kill that sentry very quickly. A couple of force fields don't really matter here too much, but more roaches coming in now, and Perfect only has these 4 stalkers and a couple of zealots to be able to defend against this. The next round of speedlings coming in, still no probes being built, just another hatchery back at home. KatZ still keeping up this aggression. Perfect has very few units to actually be able to defend this, and now all of his stalkers are trapped. He does not have blink. There's a single cannon here coming along for Perfect, but these lings stream in past the warping and zealot. They're going to get some easy hits on these sentries. These sentries warped in, dropped 1 force field and died. KatZ has just way more units here. 76 supply against 46. Pretty plain to see this gateway is going to go down. All the probes being pulled now, so KatZ has executed this roach timing very well, and he will have a third base to show for it, even if he does lose all of these units. Unfortunately, he cannot quite reach this pylon just yet, but he's still just massing up fighting units. Here comes the next wave of assault here. Gateway gets killed. The force field was pretty useless, but all these sentries are exposed, all these probes are exposed. Cannon starting to take some hits now from the lings, and this is basically just a downhill slide at this point. KatZ has 70 supply against Perfect's 34, and he is not letting up. More roaches, more lings being produced. He's just got to keep up with that overlord production. He will be fine. He slips past the cannons. He could actually attack this Nexus if he wanted to, and the cannons would not be able to reach. There's a gaping hole in that wall off. Automaton 2000 is fat, but he's not that fat. He's not going to prevent any speedlings or roaches from coming in. So Perfect just in a bad way right now. Another probe goes down. All these roaches over here just sitting smugly inside of Perfect's natural, killing off sentries one by one, killing off these zealots. Actually, these 2 roaches in the back look like they don't know what the hell they're doing, but they could have killed this zealot off probably by now. And KatZ suddenly down to only 2 roaches, but if you look right here on the other side of the wall off, we got 4 more. We got some lings prepared. It looks like Perfect has not been able to get a Stargate or a robotics facility up at all. He's only been hinging on these 3 remaining gateways. He doesn't have any cannons inside the main. This is essentially all he has right now. These fighting units and these 4 cannons keeping him alive. So KatZ has taken this third base. He has not really saturated it just yet. I do see some idle drones here, unfortunately, for KatZ. Forgot to set that rally on that last hatch, but he does have 47 harvesters compared to only 26 for Perfect. He's got 3 bases compared to basically 1.5. His mineral and gas income, actually gas income almost doesn't even matter at this point. He could actually stand to get another extractor there. He actually does as soon as I say it. Perfect, but not the Protoss perfect, just perfect in the sense that he's doing the right thing. 6 more drones coming, 6 more lings. KatZ just sitting back, building upon that lead. 94 supply against 45. He's supply block, but really that's okay. He's just got stuff building right now, and he's going up to lair, and he's dropping another hatchery. He's just got units all over the place. Perfect is trying to take a third base now. Not sure how effective that's going to actually end up being. KatZ is taking some free shots at this pylon. Probably going to be able to get it, honestly. Just a couple more shots from these roaches. 1 more volley unpowers the forge once again, but Perfect did manage to squeeze out that +1 attack upgrade. KatZ still has not really done that himself in this series. The first game he did get that +1 ranged attack, but didn't quite get it on the second game. Didn't actually need to in that second game, but he had his burrow and his infestors in pretty easy time there. But 9 more drones, 10 more lings. That is going to put him up so far on economy. 60 against 35 harvesters right now. Once these drones finish it, it's going to be even more drastic. 110 supply against 60. KatZ just continuing to build more fighting units. I'm not sure what Perfect is going to be able to do here. Some sneaky tech like a Dark Shrine or something might have been advisable, but even that, it's difficult when you're playing someone as good as KatZ. All he has to do is make basically 1 Overseer, and then that gets shut down as well. So Basically, we're just watching a ball roll down a hill for a very long time. CatZ is the ball, Perfect is at the bottom, and once they collide, the game will be over. But CatZ still just picking up momentum is really what I'm trying to say here. He's got this Spire coming up. There's a robotics facility coming for Perfect, as well as that +1 armor upgrade. Don't really know how much that's going to benefit him, but the score right now for the series is 1-1 for the person who asked in chat. I told you, chatters, answer the people in chat so I don't have to do that. But the destructible debris now making its presence known here. CatZ is destroying it with all these roaches and lings. Oh, sure, now you say the score is 1-1 after I already answered him. Good job, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Destructible debris, finish off. Here come all the lings, all the roaches. There's a huge number of sentries here. Actually, we could be seeing a ton of force fields. They're going to have to be effective, though, and these really were, I don't know, sort of effective. The lings still get the surround. Roaches just scuttle their way in, and Perfect still taking quite a lot of damage here. Roaches really need to be focusing on these sentries, basically free kills, and they are quite expensive units. All that gas cost for those sentries. The Stalkers actually doing a lot of damage. They do have that +1 attack. They're doing 15 damage a shot against these roaches that are doing 16 damage a shot actually back at the Stalkers. A lot more speedlings come in here, and see, he thinned out the sentry count so the lings can basically do whatever they want. He is going to be able to kill off all these probes. There's really no chance that many of them are going to survive, and the Nexus is totally exposed. All the lings just happily find a spot to attack. There's actually too many lings to even have all of them attack at once, but the Nexus for sure is going to go down. Perfect being restricted once again to his natural. Look at this in the production tab, 19 Mutalisks coming along. 19 Mutalisks about to pop out here and make life for Perfect very, very difficult. He does not have a ton of minerals remaining at his main. Oh my goodness, look at all these mutas. That's a lot of mutas. This is going to be ridiculous. So CatZ just floating through space. Did you know Mutalisks can fly in space? There's no oxygen, or, you know, it's a vacuum, and you know, flapping wings really shouldn't do anything, but hey, Perfect has left the game. So that's it for Game 3. No GG from RGN.Perfect. coL.CatZ takes a 2-1 lead as we move into Game 4 here for the V, Week 20.